Welcome back, you guys. So here I wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on lately, a Q&A, a life update. I know I asked you guys on Instagram to go ahead and ask me some questions about anything about my personal life, business, relationship, pretty much whatever you guys wanted to ask me. So I haven't really recorded anything the past 2 days because, as most of you guys know, Esteban fell off his high chair, which I'll get into details in a little bit. But that had me a little bit like upset. So it's true what they say, in order for you to record a video, you really have to be al cien or, just be in the mood to do it. And I didn't feel in the mood to get ready to nothing. So here's this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and just keep watching, and thank you guys for staying tuned and coming back to my channel. Okay, so one of the first questions that I'm gonna go and read, let me see. ¿Dónde están? ¿Dónde están? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Where did you and Jesse meet? That was like a very common question. ¿Dónde se conocieron? So, me and Jesse met through Facebook. I know. It wasn't like I was trying to meet anybody. I don't even think he was trying to like talk to me. It's just that a lot of you guys know or don't know, Jesse has the same last name as me. So he has Paez Vasquez and I'm Vasquez Ortiz. So I don't remember when it was. I think it was February 13th. I'm going to throw in a little picture, how he messaged me. But he sent me a message through Facebook. I remember that I was at work when I got it, and he just said, I don't remember exactly, but he just said, ¿de qué familia soy? Because we're both from San Miguel el Alto, Jalisco. And it just went from there. That's how we met. Nothing, like he wasn't even hitting on me. I did not see nothing of it. Like he was none, like he wasn't my type. And then I was in a really bad relationship before that. So I wasn't trying to be in a relationship or trying to talk to someone else. So it just happened like, oh, he's just trying to see if we're cousins or not. And that was it. So that's how we met, and just things that could be a different video of how everything started. But yeah. One of the questions is, why doesn't Jesse live with me? We do live together. It's just that he's always working. That's pretty much it. I always get asked what he does. So Jesse, what he does is he works for a catering company, and this catering company gets hired by like TV shows, movie productions, whatever you want to call it, and they hire them to cook for the cast, the producers, everybody while they're filming for the TV show, for the movie, etc. So that's what he does. ¿Cómo le haces para ser tan organizada y todavía tener tiempo para ti? I don't consider myself super organized. I think there is certain things that I do consider myself organized as more in my business. I think this whole quarantine thing has me like really stressed out, like anxiety, because I can't plan anything. I can't plan trainings. I can't plan my lash appointments. I can't plan anything because I don't know what's going to go on, and I don't know what's going to happen, and I don't know when it's going to be over. This is just getting extended, and for me, not knowing, like I would always go on my calendar and be like, okay, me and Fabian have this. I could do an appointment right here. I could get doctor's appointments right here. We're going to go out this week and we're going to do this. We're going to do that. And I can't be like that. So right now, I like to be organized and I like to have a routine because I have so many things going on in my life. I take care of a household. I'm trying to run a business. I also do Herbalife. I have my 4 kids and Mia's dance, Fabian's baseball practice. Fabian would have practice 2 times a week and 2 games on Sundays. And then Mia would dance 2 times a week. And I would have my clients during the week, doctor's appointments, after school activities. And then plus I have to remember like my whole household thing. Wait a minute, because I think I have a booger. So Jesse sometimes would be like, oh, I'm working Saturday. And I would be like, what? Like, no, because I have 3 clients. I booked a hair appointment. I booked this. And like, I can't do this. And it would just throw me off completely because it would ruin like not only my clients and just everything that I had. And I hate canceling my hair appointments. I hate canceling my nail appointments only because I work in the industry and I hate for people to cancel me last minute. So I have to be organized. I have to make the time for it. And especially because my household runs on everything being organized. So I can't. Tener tiempo para mí. Siento que ahora no tengo tanto tiempo para mí. Es algo que a mí me gustaría ahorita. Ahorita sí tengo mucho tiempo para mí, pero antes de que pasara esto, I feel like I didn't have that much time for me because my priorities were always my kids and my business. And after this, I feel like, you have to make time for yourself. There's nothing more rewarding or just feeling good about yourself that it keeps you going as a mom, as a wife, as a human being. You feeling good about yourself, getting ready, te hace sentir de cierta manera. Yo sé que a veces la gente dice, oh, ¿cómo puede ser que arreglarte te puede afectar mucho? It does, you guys. Like, it really, really does. Like, the past 2 days andaba con el pinche chongo a todo lo que daba. Estaba bien triste. Y no me quería arreglar. Y ahorita que me arreglé, digo, no voy a salir a ningún lado, pero yo me siento bien. Like, even if I get a 30-minute session of working out, I feel good. And that just completely changes your mood all around, And I need to be 100% okay because I feel like if I'm down or upset or crying, it affects everybody in my house. And it kind of sucks because I feel like I always have to be the strong one in the house and I don't have that time to be like triste or sentirme mal or anything like that. But haciendo las cosas que te gustan, whether it's 10, 15 minutes, it's really good for your soul and it'll change your mood completely. So I try to make time for it. I honestly enjoy doing lashes a lot. That's my time away from like my mind being al 100 throughout the whole day. So me listening to my clients' life, it's a distraction for me because I'm not thinking about my life or my problems or everything that I have to do, everything that I have to get done. So right now I'm like, shit, like I miss what was happening with so-and-so's life, like what they were telling me, or I want to send them a message and be like, oye, ¿qué pasó con lo que me estabas contando? Porque it distracted me. It distracted me getting away from everything. So I really miss lashing right now. So I can't wait to get back. Why don't you do the stomach machine treatment on your stomach by another professional? I'm not going to pay someone else to do it on me when I have the machines. I do it here and there. The only thing is that te cansa la mano because it's a lot of time. So for me to do it on myself and then I've had Mia do it. She was like 5 minutes in and she's like, I'm tired, mommy. I can't do this anymore. So I'm not going to pay someone else when I could do it myself. And I do it on myself. What is one thing that bothers you the most about your partner? Um, I think that'll be a different video. Sorry, you guys. Me comí una papita antes de Chile. I don't know why I did that. But I'll probably do a Q&A between me and Jesse, but something that I don't like about Jesse that bothers me the most. I just wish he was more driven. I think that's I feel like I'm more of the risk taker. Let's do this, let's do that. I'm the dreamer. Like I think about for when we're in our 40s, which I'm getting close to. But other than that, I feel like it's not that it bothers me the most. It's just I just wish he was more driven. Other than that, I think los efectos de cada uno, like él tiene sus efectos, no es que como ay me molestan. You just live with it and you deal with it. So, but that could be a different video. True feelings towards all the hard times you've been through and now life. Um, that's a really good question. Um, that could be another topic, maybe in the long run, about there's only a certain amount of people that know what I went through in the past. I am who I am because of everything that I went through. I am as strong as I am because of that. So I can't say I regret it because I don't think I would be where I'm at now, or even be with Jesse. I don't know. And everything that I went through with him has molded me into the person that I am now. So, Jesse asks me sometimes, do you regret things? And I'm like, I can't say I regret things because that's like saying I regret my children. And if I had to go through everything again to have my kids, I would do it again. So I love Mia and Fabian. They're everything to me. And I am so happy I found someone that loves me for who I am, that accepts my past, that doesn't judge me, that lets me be. Like literally, there's no judging zone here. It's kind of hard because at the beginning, like I went through a lot, you guys, like beating, jealousy, emotional abuse to the point where, this person would tell me like, nadie te va a querer, nadie te va a aceptar, tú nunca vas a encontrar una persona que te quiera, tú no eres nada, tú no tienes valor, mírate, judging me from like my parents, where I come from, where I lived with my parents, just everything, that I had no education, that I didn't have a career. Like, I can't believe I stayed with someone for so long that literally insulted me all the time. And not only that, but didn't respect me at all. At all. Like nothing. Like from cheating left and right, here and there, with like, honestly, like I say it, with like any random chick. And just physical abuse, and just so jealous to the point where like my clothing, my lipstick, where was I at? But I always say, when someone's like that with you, it's because they're doing something. I always say it. And I go back and now I'm like, how did I put up with so much? How? Did it take enough? I don't think it has affected me so much in my relationship now. I think because I'm not psycho jealous with Jesse. We have a really good relationship when it comes to that. And Not only that, but I've always said this. If Jesse were to ever cheat on me or if I felt some sort of way, I'm not the type to be like, let me go see what he's doing. Or be like psycho. Like I always told him, si yo me entero que tú el día de mañana me estás haciendo infiel, like I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. Like tú por tu lado y yo por el mío. Only because yo sé que la vida sigue después de un hombre. Yo sé que a lo mejor va a ser difícil de recién, but it's just because of the detachment. Um, but any woman could survive a breakup. Just be smart about it. Be smart. Always put your kids first. Learn how to be independent. Pick yourself up and know your worth in your other relationships. But that could be a different video. That's like a big subject. I'm really happy now. I'm happy where I'm at. I think the only thing that hurts me from everything that I went through is that I wasted so many years of my life, my young life. You know, ese tiempo nadie me lo va a regresar. Ese tiempo ya pasó. Y mi vida pudo haber sido diferente en el sentido like I could have been happy. I could have been happy. Even if I would have been alone, I could have been happy. And I wasn't. So I think that's the only thing that I go back and I'm like, fuck, like, ni modo. I guess I just gotta enjoy the present, enjoy my relationship now, and enjoy the future. That's it. Jesse is a very loving person. I'm very affectionate too. So my kids are always used to being like smothered. Soy bien cariñosa con ellos. I'm always about like, I love you, good night, kisses, this and that. Jesse is like that too. But también Jesse has a rough way of being. Es bien brusco, es bien animal, es bien juguetón and pranker. So at the beginning, it took a lot for Mia and Fabian to take in because they're like, oh my gosh, like, he's really rough. But now they're like, llega Jesse, los agarra y los avienta, and they're like almost dying. And I'll be like, déjalos, like, stop being like that with them. And they'll be like, Mommy, we're used to it. Como que ya les gusta or something. But yeah, they do. They enjoy them. They enjoy being with Jesse more. How do you balance being a badass in a business and an amazing mama altogether? I feel like for me, my priorities are my kids. Their happiness is my happiness. And I put them first. I don't know if it's a good thing. I don't know if it's a bad thing. People are going to say, te tienes que poner tú primero. All I know is that for me, I will do anything for my kids, especially because we went through a lot. I will do anything for them. And when you become a mother, I feel like these are the kind of things that you have to put first. Like yo a veces ni duermo, ando en chica todos los días, ando para arriba y para abajo, and but that's what being a good mom is about. Like, so my job for me, my business, I like tengo mi sueño, tengo una idea. Like even today, I was telling Jesse, looking at houses at a different state, and I told him, Jesse, like, I want to move. I don't want to be here for the rest of my life. And yo soy más like a risk taker, like get up and go, let's do that. Like no le tengo miedo a nada. I feel like as long as my kids are with me, I know que a ellos nunca les va a hacer falta nada. So, I was telling him, let's move to another state. Mira las casas que bonitas, blah, blah, blah. And I was showing him. He's like, damn, tan perronas. And I tell him, like, the only thing that holds me back here are my parents. So, el día que lleguen a faltar ellos, I told them, that's the day I'm going to decide to see where I'm at in my business, if I want to move or not. And for me, my priority in my business. I love what I do. Like I love doing lashes. I want to do more. I have a vision. I enjoy everything that has to do with the beauty. I've been into it since I was 19. I'm 34. I have a passion for it. And my priority is to keep my clients happy. I don't cancel on my clients. I feel like this is what's kept me in business. How I have my roles, but I also try to keep my clients happy. I'm very strict, but I love to keep my clients happy at the end of the day. So I think it just has to be in you, like the drive, the passion, the dedication. Um, and I think it could come with time. Not everybody's like that. I don't remember me being so passionate and dedicated to something as I am now. And it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So pretty much it has to be in you. You gotta want it. Okay. Where did you meet? Facebook and first impression of each other, of me and Jesse? Um, Honestly, my first impression of Jesse was like, que era un mocoso. He was too young for me. Like, he had such a baby face. When I met Jesse, he was 23. He had just turned 23. And I was like 28 or 29, I don't remember. But he had such a baby face, and I was just like I'm saying, like I didn't think nothing of it, no tenía ninguna intenciones de estar con él, no tenía ninguna intenciones de que surgiera algo. So I don't know, it just happened, and you guys, I was when I met Jesse or started talking to him, I was barely getting out emotionally from that relationship. Where when I found out that the person in my past was in a long-term relationship with someone else, there's one thing that they cheat on you, but being in an emotional relationship with someone, it's a whole different level. I lasted probably like 2 years in depression. Um, it was such a hard time of my life to accept um, how someone that I had dedicated and loved had done something so um, harsh or evil or whatever you want to call it to me. Because not only dealing with like the physical abuse and emotional abuse, I had to deal with like cheating, like que más. So when I met Jesse, I was barely like getting out of that funk, like that depression, that like las ganas de vivir, de salir adelante, de um, de querer hacer cosas para mí misma, de querer, like, de tener una vida, de tener como una motivación, una ilusión. So, when I met Jesse, I wasn't interested or thought nothing of it because I've always felt like if you jump from one relationship to another right away, I honestly feel like it's not going to work out. I feel like when you get out of a relationship, you have to be okay with yourself emotionally, independently, and financially. Um, because you can't take your baggage from your past into your new relationship. Um, so you just can't. Like, I feel like it's not going to work out. So thankfully, when I met Jesse, I was at a point where, I was working, I had my own car, I lived with my parents. I mean, I'm not going to say I was like, oh, financially set, but I was independent. My kids had everything they needed. And we had like a routine. I worked Monday through Friday. I would go to the gym Monday through Friday right after work. So yo entraba como a las siete, and I just want to say this. If it weren't to be for my parents and my mother, I don't know where I would be at right now. Like, I am thankful for my mom. Even to this day, she's everything to me. And I love her to pieces. And it made me really, like, I even want to cry. Because I know that for a while, I was like the black sheep of the family and made her struggle. and I regret it so much. So, but anyways, so I had a routine. I would go to work, I would get out like at 3, go to the gym, so I would get home like at 6. And the kids were already home. My mom ya los tenía, like, would feed them. And I would spend like homework time, go to sleep, watch movies. And Saturday salíamos, or Sunday salíamos, we would go to church and then go eat to the movies, whatever. Era nuestra rutina for like, I would want to say like a year or two. And that's when I decided, like, I got really close to God. I went to church every Sunday with my kids. We would go to the movies, we would watch every movie that would come out, and it was our routine. So when I met Jesse, I was in a happy place. I was independent. And even when I met Jesse, I would see him like every 2-3 months. I would never leave, like, I would leave my kids to go see him, but I wouldn't leave them often to go be with them. Like, si un hombre te va a querer, él va a valorar que no estés dejando tus hijos por ir a estar con él. And Jesse tells me, and he told me, it was really hard to be with you because he was younger and he was more like, vamos, hay que salir, te paso por ti, ven pa' acá. And I remember the first time I went on a date with him, he's like, oh, I'm going to get home. Okay, well, what time do you want me to go? I'll be here at 11. I was like, you guys, for me at 11, I was like in my 20th dream. So when he would tell me these kind of things, I would be like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. Like, I can't be like that. Like, he lived like an hour and 20 minutes away from me. Well, that day I did do it, but I don't regret it. It was worth it. And I think my mom no me dijo nada, no me prohibió nada, porque she wanted to me leave my ex. Like, she did not want me to get back with him. And she always told me, I don't want you to get back with him. I don't want you to get back with him. Because he would always come back to me, or just one way or another, we always ended up together again, or talking. And I at that point, I did not want to. Like I said, I don't want to be with him. Like, I want to be happy. Even if I meant to be alone, I was happy. I was very, very happy just to be with me and my kids. And la tranquilidad. Mi mente no estaba a 1000 por horas imaginándome el estar con otra persona. Mi mente no estaba pensando con quién está, qué está haciendo, con cuál mujer está ahora. Because it wasn't just, the person that he's with, but it was just other girls. Or, just doing other things. So, a mí me dejó de importar todo, and I started to be happy. And just me being happy with my kids was, like, amazing. So when I met Jesse, it was like, I was in the happy stage of my life. And things were meant to be. Because I met him, and we fell in love. Like, it was a different love. Un amor puro, un amor bonito, deseado, correspondido, and lleno de respeto. I never demanded anything from him. He never demanded anything from me. Like, everything was just mutual. And that's how I knew God was sending me, like, a message. When everything, ¿cómo se dice? It just flowed naturally. Everything was meant to me, because I feel cuando Dios a veces te pone piedras en el camino or red flags, it's for you to see, okay, maybe this is not for me, but everything just worked out really nice with him. So that's another video too. But yeah, my first impression was that he was too young for me. And so now he's 29 and I'm 34. So technically we're like 4 years apart. What is something that you guys love about each other? Well, he's not here to answer that, but I'll answer my part. I love about Jesse is his sense of humor. One, oh my God, he could have me laughing 24/7 about everything. His sense of humor, and the way he loves me, like the way he's all about me. Like, ever since the beginning, he's always just been about me, like so into me. Like, I could walk next to him in sweats and un chongo, and he could yell things at me like mamacita or que buena te ves, just, all these things, because he's a little bit too much. But I love that he's so into me. And coming from a relationship where I didn't have that, it feels really good. And it makes me love him even more. Muchas de las preguntas son repetidas. So, one question that I did get a lot was, how did I know that Misael was autistic? Every child is different. All I could say that with me, Esteban, I'm sorry, I always get my kids confused. The only ones I don't get confused is Mia. But with Misael, I think I started noticing it as he started getting older. After like a year old, él empezó a caminar a los 8 meses. So I was like, oh my God, el niño está bien desarrollado. He's really smart. But then as he got older and he got older, no decía palabras. I started noticing that he would daze off a lot. He would have like tics. He would go like this a lot out of nowhere, and he would be like this, and he would just grunt a lot. And then he started hitting himself. Se pega mucho en la cara. Se aventaba al piso, and he would bang his head on the floor. You know, first I thought it was como berrinches, but it was just like everything. And I was in denial for a while because his pediatrician told me that he needed speech therapy. And he was like around, I want to say like 18 months. And I was like, no, él va a hablar solo. So I didn't even listen to her. And then it just happened, you guys, where one day I was looking at him and he wouldn't listen to me. Like I would be like, Misael, like right next to him, no volteaba, ido, no sabe hacer muchas cosas. Like, come on, you guys. I have Mia and Fabian, you know, from where I taught them to do so many things at such a young age. And to have a child, I understand children are different, but it was just totally, I felt like I was new at being a mom. It's so crazy because, you know, I just felt new. I felt like I hadn't done a lot of things, or the way his personality was, I felt like that was so new to me. And for me, that was very overwhelming because I feel like I did a really good job raising me and Fabian. And, you know, a lot of people that know me and Fabian. Me and Fabian are really good kids. And for me to go through this with Misa, like go to the store and him throw tantrums, like me and Fabian knew like this. If I looked at them, that was it. With Misa, it was just different, you guys. And I knew it. So when I say to follow your mom intuition, do it. Even if your partner is against it, or people, because trust me, you guys, people are going to say so many things. Just do it. Es mejor hacerlo y que te digan si lo tiene o no lo tiene, pero tú siquiera hiciste el esfuerzo de ayudar a tu hijo o tu hija, because that's what you're doing, you guys. You're helping your child. And now I'm just starting. This is my journey. We barely got diagnosed like 2 weeks ago, and my journey is just the beginning. But I'm really excited. Okay, so now we're gonna jump to Esteban. So the other day, Esteban was in his high chair, and for the longest we never really tied him because nunca se bajaba. Well, the other day, I was on the computer checking something, and I was in the living room. Jesse had left to go get groceries, and Mia and Fabian put him in the high chair, and they were all like on the kitchen island, and Esteban was behind him. He got out and he fell. You guys, I'm talking about that tall. He fell head on, and I just heard el chingadazo de la sala. It sounded, this is how I could explain it. Say, for example, que tienen como una olla llena de agua o algo adentro, o algo pesado, o como de frijoles, or something, whatever, inside, and you drop it. That's how loud it sounded. And he cried instantly. I ran to the kitchen, and he was head first, his butt up in the air, and he wouldn't move. So I was like, oh my God. I thought the worst, because just I thought the worst because of the sound that it made. It sounded like he broke something. So I fucking went crazy and I started screaming. And I had just gotten a new phone. My phone was updating. I couldn't call Jesse. And I told the kids, call Jesse, call Jesse, call Jesse. And I called them and I told them, get your ass here. The baby fell. Luckily, we're really close to stores. He got here really fast. I called my mom and I told her, Mom, can you get here ASAP? And she's all like, yes. Luckily, my dad was home. And llegaron, we took off to the emergency room. And it was just really hard, just because of the way they have everything set up. I had to go in by myself. I was there, I want to say like 5 hours. Um, I don't like hospitals. Everything was like bien triste adentro. They checked me, Esteban. They did an emergency CAT scan. Um, and they were just taking forever. They told me it's going to be like 30 minutes, whatever. From 30 minutes from when they did the CAT scan, 3 hours later, me mete y el doctor se sienta a un lado de mí. And I was like, okay. And he's like, okay, well, I just want to let you know that from the fall, el niño no tiene nada. And I'm like, okay, good. He's like, but, and I'm like, uh-huh. And he was like, I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry first because of the baby. In some way, I felt guilty because I know my children. I'm always like, ¿dónde está Esteban? ¿Dónde está Misa? What? And they'll be, Jesse and them will be like, oh, he's over there. I'm like, I don't care. Like, check on them every minute, every second. Esteban está en la edad donde todo se mete en la boca. He's curious. So I felt so guilty because I knew that could have happened. Like, I'm always, when I'm in the kitchen and I'm looking at him, I'm always like washing dishes like this, or I'm cooking and I'm like this. So, he just said, like, we found a cyst in his brain right here. And I think he's had it for a while. And you need to get an MRI done. So when he told me that, being by myself, being emotional, I think a day or two before, we had just taken Misael to get blood work done. Because he's had like a really bad skin rash. And I didn't know what was triggering it because, he would eat the same stuff all the time. So I was just a wreck. And I get into the car and I just broke down. And I told Jesse, and I called my mom. I told her I was on my way because my phone had died when I was in there. And it was just really hard for me to take in at the moment because, everything with Misa, like the situation of being inside, and then the baby, like so many things started going through my head. Like, the first thing was like, why me? But I think that's like a natural reaction to act like that when you're going through stuff. But I felt like shit that same night. I came home, we ate. I talked to me and Fabian just for them to not like feel like bad or like it was their fault. I had a conversation with them, and and the first thing I started doing was Googling stuff. And a lot of the stuff that I Googled about cysts were like very positive. So I think that calmed me down a little bit, which is not good to Google stuff because when I had that runny nose things, you guys, I don't know if you guys remember, I had like probably like, according to Google, I had like 5 freaking things, like, and y que me iba a morir, or like cancer. So, ya se me quitó, you guys. So, when that happened, I came home, we ate, we talked. I talked to my mom. I took my mom to meet, because my mom lives like around 45 minutes away from me. So my dad came to meet me halfway. And then, I just came home. I did more research. And the next day, we woke up really positive. And I just said, I'm thankful we found it now. Whatever it is, we could get him the help now. You know, I called the doctor, his doctor, took him the paperwork from the emergency room, you know, and they just told me that someone was going to be calling me. They have to send the request for the insurance first, and then his doctor was going to be calling me to do like a voice, like over the phone appointment. So, other than that, we've been like normal. I mean, I think we've just been very, very positive and just take it day by day and see what happens. I got so many positive messages from my Instagram followers just saying like their experience and their story with similar situations like that, and all of them have been very positive, and that's how we feel. Like we feel like very positive, y que sea lo que tenga que pasar, you know. I feel like whatever it is, we'll get through it, and that's it. Just be there for them. So I think that's gonna be it, you guys. I don't know how long this video is gonna be. I'll probably cut some stuff out, but thank you guys for subscribing to my channel, for watching me. It took a couple days, like I said, to get out of my funk that I was in. I'll probably be recording more videos since we have all the time in the world. And just let me know what you guys think, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.